Let me talk briefly about the discussion forum for David Pakman Show viewers and listeners and audience members on Reddit at davidpakman.com/Reddit, REDDIT. I really want you to go over there and subscribe and participate in the forum. We're approaching 2,000 individual subscribers there. And every day now, there are interview suggestions being posted. There are suggestions for the show. There are ideas for different elements of the show. Viewers are arguing with each other. I've talked about this before. Let's just go through some of the discussions on the Reddit discussion forum in the last few days. One post points out research about beverage industry funded research that downplays the connection between soft drinks and obesity and diabetes. I've talked about this many times. All of the industries that are tied into sugar have long funded research to cast doubt about the health impacts of that, and a really interesting post and article and discussion about that on the Reddit discussion forum. Also discussed on Reddit, comments about producer Pat. And we have a user who posted, Pat is killing it, but he shimmies. And I think what they've pointed out, Pat, is that sometimes when you talk, it's like you're kind of into it and you're sort of moving around, right? I think that's what they're pointing out.
Well, you know what happened? The first couple of weeks that I was on the show, I noticed I was a bit lifeless, and I wanted to pep things up a bit. So this just kind of came with the nature of changing it up. But I think I've calmed it down now.
Clearly, one person very nervous as a result of that. But again, on Reddit, all topics are fair game. And I know you jumped into the comments and said, hey, yeah, this is something that has been pointed out. And it's really good because same day, for the most part, you and I are checking out what the stories are and figuring out what's on the audience's mind.
Right. And for me, I mean, that was mostly positive reinforcement, which I was glad to see.
It was a 90% positive comment. Yeah, no doubt about it. All right. Also, very detailed feedback on Reddit about my interview earlier this week with libertarian economist Stephen Horwitz. I won't read you this incredibly long wall of text, but suffice it to say, this was a really good and detailed sort of critique about my interview with that libertarian economist. We had another user post to Reddit, sort of unsure about whether I'm now pronouncing Nevada the right way. We had this conversation about the right way to say Nevada, not Nevada, Nevada. Anyway, this user is unsure that I'm even saying it the right way now. And then lastly, a really, really good post about legalization and decriminalization of all drugs. Saying, hey, I'd like to explore a little further why some progressives think that legalization is the solution to the drug epidemic, and a very good conversation happening about that. So please go to davidpakman.com/Reddit, REDDIT, subscribe there and jump into the conversation because there's really a lot of very, very interesting stuff happening there.